is Quentin Conley, and the social media campaign that I'm doing is the She Built That campaign by the Lego company. And it is a campaign look to redefine what it means to be called a builder and who gets to be called a builder. So some of the goals of this social media campaign, I think it's broken down into four different parts as Lego describes. One is a shift in perspective. As we know, plenty of times when people hear builder or think of construction worker, it's generally associated with a boy or a man. Lego is looking to definitely shift this perspective. Two is a drive and participation among different categories of female and girl participants, specifically between the ages of 10 to 14, and increasing some sales there. Three, definitely extend the brand platform, which Lego is always looking to do, given that they're a worldwide brand and looking to break into different markets. And four is to build an affinity and not a hard shell for Lego and whatnot, knowing that if we can engage with some of the people we're looking to sell early, that their likelihood of buying later is definitely high. So some of the research that backs up some of the statistics that back up the things that Lego is trying to do is definitely some of the four bullet points seen here, mainly showing the 39% of kids picture a man on a construction site or boys playing with blocks when they're kids. And this statistic and this belief then carries on into grown adulthood, where 80% of adults still views boys as naturally better builders than girls. And this is something that Lego is looking to challenge, of course. One, to obviously generate sales and attraction towards the product, but two, just challenging some of the stereotypes that we see that are ingrained in our society but lack little truth or meaning. So some of the platform and rollout, they first started with looking at what songs and what really resonates with people. One was beginning with the Run DMC's anthem for the She Built That campaign, which was rolled out across multiple social media platforms, including TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. A little bit more on that later as why they believe that song choice wasn't the best for this specific campaign, but that's what they went with. So, and then two, brick plaques in London and some expansion across multiple locations. They, in 2025, and about that middle section between June and the fall of 25, they created an online game and social content that would support some of this campaign, and then later on with events in New York Times and other social media avenues that they look to gain. Some of the reaction, definitely positive reaction for the campaign, thinking that this was something that challenges a social stereotype that doesn't necessarily always get challenged. You know, they use some of the public figures like her and Suni Lee to really drive home this point, given that they're big name female artists that can really drive the imaging and campaign. Some of the criticism along with this campaign is simply the number of views they got on YouTube and TikTok. There was only 31 post through TikTok, and then less than 1 million views um, on their original post. And on this last point on the criticism is the Run DMC song that they chose to associate the campaign with um, was geared more towards the parents than the actual demographic that we were looking to um, engage with. So again, less than 1 million YouTube videos, 31 TikToks posted using the reimagined sound. Um, yeah. So some of the things that worked definitely was the involvement of social media influencers. I think this is definitely seen in some of our modules and simulations that we did. Is just the um, ability to work with influencers and how that can really impact your campaign. I think we saw that with 221 BC for sure, with their ability to invite influencers, and then also using their founder as an influencer as well. Um, but definitely things that didn't work was uh, one, the Run DMC sound didn't really work for this demographic, and two, there was no clear challenge associated with the campaign, such as like a dance or a building competition where you posted your most recent build for some of the girls we were looking to target. Um, so yeah, some of the things that could be improved throughout the campaign. One, as we just said, give fans something to do and not just watch. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Like as we see other challenges and stuff, and companies use. Um, I think four, not really going to touch too much on 2 and 3, but four, publishing a scoreboard, showing the metrics about how successful we were and why we were successful, how many um, people shifted their views or began to use Lego, essentially. So, as I'm wrapping up on time here, the She Built That campaign earned more meaning before it earned a movement. This campaign is definitely driven at identifying a stereotype and something in our society that we should change. And ultimately, Lego was successful, but they know that they have things that can still be improved upon in future campaigns using this same playbook. So